Hey guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. So the ATF has released a letter. They're coming after stabilizing braces, all of them. This ain't good. Buckle up. In today's video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about that, kind of an overview. I'm going to get you enough for you to be armed, and I'm going to give you resources down below for you to research and chase this a little bit further for those of y'all that it affects. And it affects most of us, and I think we all need to be aware of what's going on because we have a window, a 10-day window starting now to handle this stuff and to get our voices out there and for our voices to be heard. Here we go. Today's episode is brought to you by Shall Not Comply's patch and shirt, Lost My Guns in a Boating Accident, if there was ever a time. Yep, lost my guns in a boating accident. Link is right where you know it is. Here we go. To all of y'all, thank you for every thumbs up. Thank y'all for crushing that. It matters. It gets the message out there and it keeps things rolling in the algorithm. So thanks. Comments down below. Always welcome. Appreciate y'all. I think you know what I'm going to open with. I wasn't planning on making a video. In fact, I've been working today. Had like 6 meetings already today and I'm not even remotely done yet. Ran downstairs and here we go. Y'all need to know about this. There's already misinformation out there. People have been talking about this and saying, well, the ATF has outlawed all stabilizing braces, and people are saying that already. Well, no, they haven't, and it's just a process right now. We have a window. The ATF has tipped their hand that they're coming after 2 things during the coming Harris administration. And we do know that the Child Sniffers Advance Team, y'all know this, the Advance Team has already met with the ATF, and it looks like the ATF has 2 goals coming up during the coming term. Polymer, ghost guns, and stabilizing braces. Now, 1 week ago today, they already rated, the ATF rated Polymer 80, and we know today they released a letter. It may have come out last night, I'm not sure the actual hours that it hit, but a letter has been released by the ATF to start the conversation and open up a 10-day window for the public to have their voices heard about the reclassification of stabilizing braces. And if you don't know what all that means, it's a little bit detailed, but the bottom line is this bad boy, which is classified as a pistol, would instantly, bang, become an SBR. What does that mean? Pay out $200 to Uncle Sam, write the check, get a tax stamp, and this is now on a registry somewhere. For all intensive purposes, follow the money, and it's about a cash grab, but it's also about control and documenting all sorts of stuff. And it's also about impeding and impeding my rights to own whatever I want. This is a tool, no different than a garden rake or a hammer. Chase the hammer data. So the ATF released that letter about reclassifying all stabilizing braces. I want you to be very, and I already said this once, but I want to be very clear. The law is already not done. People are already emailing, Johnny, it's already happened. No, it hasn't. The letter is starting the process. It's probably coming. Do you think they're actually going to listen to what we have to say? I sure hope so, and I'm going to do my best. But the ATF does what the ATF does. And what do? Not elected officials pretending like they are the legislative branch. They will make sweeping changes that instantly puts people like you and me into a different category, facing 10 years in federal prison instantly. That's not good. Now, the ATF has said this, they want to start the conversation, 10-day window. They have also bifurcated between new sales that will be coming up and also people that already own these things and already have these in their possession. So they have already delineated separate rules for current owners. Now, Jared with Guns and Gadgets is all over this. I can't stress enough to follow his channel, be a part of him. He's a bro of mine, he's a friend, but he's also an ally in this fight. He's an ally of yours and an ally of mine. And he has a long form video where he goes step by step, and he even says at the beginning, get you something to drink, sit down, get you a plate of nachos, relax, and sit and learn. I went through his. I even took notes while I went through it. It's about 25 minutes, I think. It's important, and this is an important day. I don't ask y'all this very often. I'm going to ask you to get the word out on this. Repost this video if you don't mind. Send this to friends. At least let people know that this process has started about a reclassification that would instantly make, we don't know how many, but probably most accurately, several hundreds of thousands of Americans instantly felons, or they will open up a time period to grandfather everybody in, and if you don't comply, you will become a felon in the long term. And this is not good. I think this is the new norm, and I think this is what we're going to be facing a lot more of this in the days to come. I also want to re-emphasize that they're not elected. This is not who this is. They've not been elected. They're not part of the legislative branch, and yet they can make the laws that affect you and me. I know it's not a law. I know it's a regulation, but for all practical purposes, it is a law. Anytime I say that the ATF make laws, I know that. I know they don't make laws, but they do make regulations that do have legal consequences for me and for you. This is not good. Be aware. Stay up to date. I will keep y'all up to date as fast as I can, as fast as we know things. I do know that the SB Tactical is meeting with the Gun Collective today, and they're doing a live show to talk about that. So I'm going to be watching and paying attention, but this matters to anyone that is against us. Our abilities to own whatever we want, whether it be a piece of plastic or a piece of metal or whatever, or a hammer or a vehicle or whatever the bleep that we want to own. Anyone that is against us or our constitutional God-given Bill of Rights, our rights, from my cold, dead hands,